It is done. End of story. Hola, beautiful soul. It's Jody from Live Beyond the Illusion, and we're going to talk about another illusion today. So what do I mean by it is done, end of story? Creation is done, and I know it doesn't always make sense in the linear logical, but none of this is logical first, so let go of that. It's more in the right brain where possibility exists, infinite possibilities. So we decode reality through our five senses. Our eyes see the light fragments, the light waves that decode it into making things seem real, which they are while we're playing this game. But what we actually perceive is 0.0001%. That means, excuse me, 99.999% is still available to us, but yet we can't see it yet. That's how powerful we are. So by saying it's done, end of story, you decide, like I always talk about in my videos, decide. What do you desire? What do you really want? That dream that's been percolating inside to you, whispering, nudging, that when you think about it, you go, oh yeah, baby, yeah, one day, now. Yeah, but I don't see how. Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, but argue for your own limitation, because that's what you're doing, because you are the operant power of your reality. And by saying, yeah, but, you're giving your power away to the 3D. That's not your truth. That's the illusion. So you go, wow, okay, if this is the life I want to live, who must I be? How must I think and feel? Because as Joe Dispenza says, in order to have a new personal reality, you have to become a new personality. Who you are thinking and feeling, being right now, arguing for your own limitation. Sorry, I don't sugarcoat things here, and that's because I want you to wake up to who you are, because you are so amazing. Not this little limited thing. You're all that is. So you decide, okay, you start playing with it in your imagination, because you got to give it to yourself first, right? What if I could live my dreams? What if I could feel pretty enough, rich enough, whatever? And remember, your part in this co-creating is the what and the why. The other part is the how and the when. But this left brain society here is, yeah, but how are you going to do it? What are the steps? Create a goal, and you got to stay focused on that goal. It's got to be hard. It's going to take time. Bullshit. BS. Belief systems that are bullshit. Because everything starts with thoughts. And beliefs are just thoughts you keep thinking. So why not always think in your favor? It's done. End of story. I know what I'm creating right now because I've gone to the end. I've seen it. It keeps percolating inside of me. So you know when it's there that your soul is going this direction. Come on. So start breathing life into it instead of dread. Start breathing possibility instead of problems. Because the left brain will always be problem focused, because that's what we're taught here. That's what the ego knows. You got to focus on the problem, solve the problem. No, you don't. Because if you're focused on the end, the problems will figure themselves out along the way. It's like you're watching this really good movie. You've decided to watch this movie. It's really good. You know how it ends. I mean, come on, let's face it. Hollywood, 9 times out of 10, boy gets girl, this happens, and they live happily ever after. You can usually figure out the end. Or let's go with writing a book. You start the first chapter. The author usually already has the ending figured out. Sometimes they start at the end, and then they fill in the space in between, because it's being, I'll say, downloaded as they're writing. the movie you're watching, why would you get upset at certain pieces in the middle when you already know how the end turns out? You got to stay focused on the end. Yeah, but reality's showing me. Yeah, but you're the operant power of reality. It's going to 3D. It's going to unfold. You're the cause. It is the effect. And sometimes, because we've been playing the same old programs and thoughts and scripts for so long, like some of us 40 years, that it might not be instant. It might take a little time, even though there's really no time. The illusion of time. So you just gotta, and it's almost like, I'm gonna say it this way, but it's not. It's like you're being tested. I don't like using that though. Are you sure? Are you serious? And that's the ego part. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I already know how it ends. I'm staying focused. This is how it ends. Because energy flows where attention goes. If you keep focusing on your problems, you're going to keep getting your problems. Or if you're trying to figure out the how, yeah, but how is it going to end? That's the control freak in us. That's the left side trying to remain dominant, the ego. No, I'm trusting. Because your business partner is your greater self. All that is. God, universe, source, creator, the divine, the one, the field. That's your business partner. And you're going to question it? You're going to doubt it? You're going to not trust it? As long as you stay in those states of being, that energy, well, it can only reflect back to you. You don't trust me? Okay. I'll give you reasons not to trust me. You can't see how? I am everything. And you're going to doubt me? You're not going to trust me? Honey, if you think and feel the best, it's going to give you the best. Because everything starts with thought. So go to the end. Go to the end. Choose an end. And stay there. Every time the ego starts pulling you back, because it all starts with thought, right? No, I know how it ends. I put the new movie on up here. Go, you know, there's one thing I like about Mexico is that you can have an afternoon siesta. I mean, that's normal here. I mean, in North America, we're all type A and everybody's got to keep do. No, it's about being. Let yourself, just kind of close your eyes and drift off and daydream. Imagine. That is your superpower. Don't deny it, because as within. Choose the end. Know it's done, because it is. And live there. No matter what the 3D is showing you. And that's the hardest part sometimes. It's like, no, it's this way. No, it's this way. And for me, for a while, I was doing both. Okay, I know the end. Yeah, but. Yeah, I know the end. Yeah, no, yeah, but. I kept being dragged past. I mean, the ego's powerful. The ego's sneaky. The ego is determined to keep you safe in what you have created as your normal, which is nothing but safe, like nothing safe about it, because it's an illusion. When you know you are the operant power of your reality, why would you settle for anything less than? Choose your end and stay there no matter what. And trust me, it may have moments of being difficult because, I went through something recently and I'm like, no, everything's perfect. Everything's unfolding perfectly because I'm perfect, because at the core of your being, we are. We're whole, complete, perfect, because that's our truth. And then I'd get, yeah, what's so perfect about this? No, I'm going to trust. It's unfolding perfectly for me. Because when you stay in that energy, then it has to be perfect. And more perfection keeps showing up. It gets easier. It's done. And you might think that you're being derailed over here, but maybe you're derailed over here for a reason, which doesn't seem, this is what I'm going for, but you're over here, is you might meet somebody or experience something that solidifies it even faster. So as long as you're living and being and thinking and feeling from the end, reality is rearranging itself to meet you. So another thing I say to myself too that helps me is, There's so much going on behind the scenes that I don't even know about because I've got such an amazing partner that's taking care of all the details that's not my business. Claim the end and stay there. It is done because creation is done. And I know that you're like, well, yeah, creation's done. Yeah. It's like looking at your TV and having 1,000 channels, and you get to choose which one you're going to watch. But this one has infinite channels. You've decided on one end, one movie that you want to watch, and you let the other ones go, and you focus on that one. And watch how reality will rearrange itself to meet it. You are going to be so pleasantly surprised because it's going to be even better than what you can think and imagine. Trust me, I've experienced it, and it's worth everything. And it's amazing, and because I got to experience that, and it's words can't even describe it. I want you to have that too, and you can. Choose it. So know that whatever is in your heart is your truth. Your dreams, your desires, claim it. Be the best version of you and live the best version of your life ever, because you're that powerful. No matter where you are in life, and trust me, I know. In a short while, I will share my story. And by sharing my story, I want to give a lot of hope and inspiration to people that are older and feeling like it's too late. Life has been too hard. No. Anyone and anything can happen anytime. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Welcome, and I will see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day.